Welcome to Witter. Estimated population 559 people. This tiny town and several others like it lies deep in the Ozark Mountains of Arkansas, and this is the lifeblood of the community.
Locals come in here, they talk about the weather, they talk about farm prices, they talk about the price of hay, and they talk about when to put out lime on their fields.
Dan McEwen is one of 40 people who has a mailbox at the local post office. It's also where he met his fiancée. But soon this communal meeting place will be gone. The US Postal Service's revenue comes from the sale of stamps and mail services, not tax dollars. It's been bleeding money since 2006 as people increasingly use email over postal mail. Last September, the USPS announced it was considering closing more than 3,500 mail facilities across the country.
We look at revenue, we look at customer visits or the lack of customer visits. We look at if it's a leased facility, if the lease is almost up, if it's a postal-owned facility, if it's something that we could sell. We look at how it will affect the customers.
Affected small communities were furious and launched a campaign to save their post offices. Among them were these three former postmasters who between them have served more than 70 years with the USPS.
I feel sorry for the customers. The customers live up in these hills. They live quite a distance, some of them, and these are gravel roads and they're rough roads. And it's an expensive process just to get here.
The public backlash was so strong, the Postal Service agreed to a request by the US Congress to impose a moratorium on any closures until the 15th of May, but it will only delay the inevitable. The USPS recently announced 233 facilities will be shut down, affecting 35,000 employees. The future of thousands of post offices across the country is still undecided, but for some it's already too late. The office here in Jeep was shut down last September, despite an appeal by local residents. As you can see, it's still closed.
The OIG, which is the auditing arm of the Postal Service, did a study and said if you close the 10,000 smallest offices in the country, you would only be saving less than 1% of your budget.
In these remote areas, the USPS is called the last mile. Drivers go down roads FedEx and other couriers won't.
Now that's a good part of Americana that's going to be gone forever.
Soon it will be residents driving the extra mile to a post office further from home. Cath, Al Jazeera, Arkansas.